Hello, welcome back. I am Janine, and today I'm going to talk about why I basically stopped wearing makeup or barely wear makeup. In my personal journey of self-acceptance and love, I realized that wearing makeup might actually hinder that. And just a disclaimer, I'm not gonna shit talk makeup because I think that it is beautiful and people get so creative. Sometimes it is nice to hide that one blemish or to completely transform how we look to feel fierce, to feel empowered. There's a lot of good things about makeup, so don't get me wrong. And sometimes I still use it, especially if I go to an interview or I'm meeting someone important or maybe a special occasion. However, what I'm going to talk about is why I stopped wearing makeup on the daily and just barely put it on. And if you are new here, welcome. So again, I'm Janine, and the type of content I create is almost anything I want to talk about, but I particularly care about mental health, I care about spreading good messages, and I'm just trying to learn to love myself and be myself. And today we're going to talk about makeup. So I've worn makeup since I was in late high school. One of my friends was really good at it, so for events she would help me put on like fake eyelashes or help me do certain tricks with eyeliner. I also experimented with red lipstick, and at the time it made me feel fierce as fuck. I just felt like such a badass and it was cool. I didn't do it perfectly. I think it looked good, but why I stopped wearing lipstick is kind of irrelevant. I think I grew out of that phase where I liked the natural look more. And in general, I think the trend of makeup is going to a place where it's like barely there or as if you're wearing nothing at all. Disclaimer, I am not wearing any makeup right now because I don't wear makeup often or barely at all. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you the toxic parts of it, why it hinders me, just kind of share that thought process and experience. For lipstick, by the way, I don't wear it because whenever I drink something or eat something, it always fades. Maybe I'm using shitty lipstick, I don't know. But regardless, it always gets in the way and then I taste it. Not a good experience in my opinion. I know there's some lipstick that claims to be stain free and also doesn't smudge or whatever, which I think there are also lip stains. So if you want color, there's ways around it so it's not like goop on your lips. And when I talk about makeup, I talk about, you know, all the works: highlighter, foundation, lipstick, eyeliner, fake lashes, bronzing, blush. There's so much to it. And I know as I started learning more about marketing, advertising, graphic design, I was exposed to commercials that really showed kind of the predatory nature that a lot of the makeup industry has, where the goal is to fix something, to cover something, to enhance something. And again, it's not necessarily wrong or bad. I know it helped me sometimes, especially if I feel insecure about something. But see, that's the problem in my opinion. Sometimes I think makeup makes us feel really insecure, or at least it adds on to that, because it kind of perpetuates the idea that we have to hide something. We have to accentuate our best features. We have to be better than. Why can't we just be? Like literally that's what I'm trying to learn and trying to embrace. So that's basically in a nutshell why I don't wear makeup, because if I pick my blackheads, I'm gonna get some scars. Like, you see that? That's because I had a little blackhead there and I was like, ooh. My little de-stress mechanism, like, make it go away. And then same if you see scars here. I know I'm like a little bit far. I actually turned on my light today, so the lighting's a little bit better. I don't really want to do a close-up of my skin, but you can already tell, like, I do have spots and it's natural. Sometimes there's skin scars. But again, the idea that we have to hide certain things in order to be beautiful or to be accepted or loved, I don't know if that's a healthy practice for myself. Why do my eyebrows have to be filled so that they're darker? This is just how they look naturally. Is that not enough? Same with my eyes. Do I have to add a wing every time? No. And of course you can use makeup to enhance your natural features. I think it is beautiful and sometimes it helps us express ourselves in ways that other things cannot. And sure, you can argue that some people are more naturally more conventional or pretty looking. Maybe makeup helps people who do not feel as pretty or are beautiful to the normal quote-unquote standards, if normal does exist. And the idea that the beauty industry also sets what that normal is very problematic. Luckily, now there are way more people and there's more representation for what is considered beautiful. And why aren't scars not beautiful? Why is skin discoloration not beautiful? I'm learning to accept my scars, to accept all the features that make me me, whether my eyes are smaller or my eyebrows are not as dark or my lips are just light and small. Like, I think that's fine and I think that's beautiful. And the less I wear makeup, the more I see the true beauty. So I think there is a beauty with people not wearing makeup and just being themselves. I know there's the phrase you don't need makeup, which obviously is toxic and kind of rude. No one needs makeup. Let me just be clear. I think beauty does go skin deep and it does show on your face, whether you are conventionally beautiful or not. Regardless, you still are. Another reason I stopped wearing makeup is because I used to be overweight by the, standards that exist, 200 pounds to be exact. And with makeup, I would use it to like contour my double chin, which luckily is not existing as much anymore. I remember I'd like try to contour the shit out of it and make it so dark that you can't tell, but I realized that makeup was kind of masking, no pun intended, the problem that was underneath, which was I wasn't happy with myself and I wasn't happy with how I looked or how I weighed. So in a way, yes, I did use it as a mask and I tried to make myself feel a little bit more attractive and better even though I was miserable, which I think does have some merit, and by all means, do what you would like to do to make yourself feel better somewhat. But at the same time, it kind of covered up the actual solution, which was to eat healthier and to make substantial changes, which is like losing weight versus just trying to cover it up. Same with my blackheads. Like if I am stressed, I like to pick them sometimes. I know I shouldn't, but they're fun. The idea of like getting all that gunk out is just really, I don't know, nice. But I want to accept the decision where if I'm going to do that, my skin might scar and it might show and I might not like it, but it's there. Also, a side note, I have psoriasis and I'm healing from psoriasis. And I say that because I'm trying to be more mindful of what I'm eating and also taking supplements. I'll make a video on that later because honestly, I have so much to say about it. And it was present on my face and scalp. Sometimes it recurs when I am stressed, but with psoriasis on my face, it would be super scaly. So every time I'd put on liquid foundation, it looked like a desert. It was just super scaly and awful. So that's why I stopped wearing liquid foundation. And then for powder foundation, it's a little bit better, but it still shows off scaly. So I just learned to kind of accept how my skin is after. Instead, I've been trying to invest more in skincare. I'm just trying to make my skin actually feel better. In a nutshell, I basically stopped wearing makeup because I want to learn to accept myself for who I am, to love myself, and to know that I do not need makeup to be beautiful. In fact, I think I'm beautiful without it. Dare I say, even more beautiful. This is not to shame people who choose to wear makeup. Do your thing, express your creativity. I just invite people to think about the repercussions of what it means to put on your face every day. Why do you have to do that? You don't. If it makes you feel better, great. But then at the end of the day, I remember washing off my makeup and I see the person underneath that. And sometimes it feels so artificial. It feels like a mask and it feels like it's not really me. And as I learn to love myself more, I want to really embrace who I am and know that despite all the magazines and commercials I have intaked throughout my whole life, I know that makeup is not required. I know that I do not need it to feel beautiful or to be beautiful. I am enough. You are enough. And the makeup and beauty industry does not define what beauty actually means. I believe beauty is more in a person's heart and their actions and how they contribute love and peace in the world and or reformation in a kind and non-violent way. It's taken a long time to really be comfortable without feeling the need to just put on my face and to put on fake eyelashes so they are seen or to fill everything. And it's kind of similar with how I stopped streaming and I stopped being on Instagram and Twitter. Maybe I just wore makeup for those things. There are filters now that exist that kind of hide your imperfections as well as add makeup on, so you technically don't really have to put on anything to look like you have something on. Just as I let go of the pressure to try to impress others via Twitter or Instagram, I have also let go of that pressure by doing that with makeup and making myself look better for the approval of others or for making myself like me more. Again, I invite you to be mindful. I hope that by sharing my perspective that this helps you. Let me know if it does. Like, subscribe if you have not. This and Reddit and Discord are the main platforms I'm focusing on, so thank you for watching and for being here. I'll see you in the next one.